How goes the hunt for Kuka?
Largely in circles. We have myriad sightings of strange soldiers in unexpected places, but nothing definitive as yet. If only we knew for certain by what route he left Rosalith.
Well, keep at it. If anyone can piece this puzzle together, it's you. And I'm willing to wait as long as it takes.
What? Here?
Would that be a problem?
Do you know, Clive, I believe it a mercy that you didn't inherit your father's throne. Your poor people would surely live in fear of you.
You have nothing to worry about on that front. I won't be claiming his crown.
That is a relief.
Clive, have you got a minute? We, have a guest.
A guest?
For your trouble.
It was a pleasure, in hindsight.
Uncle Byron?
Clive, my boy! Tap a cask and stoke the ovens for your favourite uncle is here!
It's gonna be just and I love Uncle Byron. Inside. This is sobriquet. This is sobriquet.
The Dalmekian government sues for peace. How shall we respond?
If they're willing to accept their fault in the matter, I see no reason to refuse them.
Still, we must insist on substantial reparations. The Twinside stores are not as bottomless as reported.
Aye, and we have many more mouths to feed. We shall just have to have the Dalmeks empty their treasuries for us.
He's Bob.
Of course, none of this would have been possible without your timely intervention, Prince Olivier.
Indeed, I doubt any of us would have had the courage to trade words with the mighty Titan, nor less the wit to win him over.
The Empire owes you a great debt.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you, Your Highness.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
Very good.
Now, let us come to the question of precisely when the Dalmeks will withdraw their troops.
Dion's fire could rid us of them in mere moments. The men of the Fist will not withdraw until a peace treaty is concluded. So let us keep the negotiations open, give them time to gather what gold and trinkets they can. And once they deliver that which we demand, what worth is a piece of parchment?
Your Radiance, were Prince Dion to take the field, the enemy would surely send their own dominant to meet him. And while His Highness would of course prevail, there would be heavy losses on both.
You need not fear Hugo Kupka. He is engaged on the Western Front. Even were the Dalmeks to send for him, he would not arrive in time. As much as I would enjoy witnessing a clash between Bahamut and Titan, it is not to be.
And what of your subjects, Your Radiance? If the fighting spread to the city proper, the people would bear the brunt of it.
There will be losses, it is true. Yet for every citizen who falls, another can be bred. For every home that burns, another can be built. The Empire will live on. Dion?
Yes, sire.
God is that?
Prepare for battle.
But sire...
Do not make me repeat myself. Return to your camp and await my orders.
If that is your wish, your radiance, I shall depart at once.
What are the flower mean?
May Gregor forgive you.
What do the astrologers augur?
The stars are in agreement, Your Radiance. The shadow of treachery hangs over Prince Dion.
So Annabella's tales were true. You disappoint me, Dion.
What on earth is Uncle Byron doing here? Only one way to find out.
The Litlands have been at one thing after another around here.
Look how you're doing it. Oh, I'm doing all the way to here.
Ah, my dear nephew, how I've missed you.
How did you find this place, Uncle?
Through the good offices of young Sir Wade. He really is the most helpful fellow. As are you, I hear. The Guardians and those they freed tell the most outlandish tales of your heroics in Rosalith. Which is why I came, to learn the full truth of the matter. Sort the fact from the fiction, so to speak.
You were working with the Guardians of the Flame to evacuate the people of Rosalith to Port Isolde.
I was, aye.
Then I have questions for you. Please, come inside, Uncle.
Gladly. You there? There are 2,000 gold talents in those chests. See that they're added to my nephew's coffers, would you?
2,000?
And I'm afraid that is all I know.
A fleet sailing south past Port Isolde. Most intriguing.
Forgive me for not being able to tell you more. I hadn't the faintest idea Coco withdrew wounded from Rosalith. Still less that my own nephew dealt the decisive blow.
What do you think, Vivian?
I think With this news of the Dalmekian fleet and recent reports of the Royalists' movements, that the final piece of the puzzle has fallen into place. Come here and I'll show you. It is known that Kupka's forces entered Rosaria via its unguarded coast. So can the same be said of your visitors from Waloed? Certainly her royal navy is famed for the efficiency with which it bears her knights from one battlefield to the next. And in the Einherjar, or Black Galleon, she boasts a vessel nigh as swift and every bit as feared as the kingdom's legendary cavalry. A fitting flagship for a land apart, her naval presence being crucial to her ambitions beyond Ash. Yes, it seems safe to assume that the Royalists did indeed enter Rosaria from the sea. So then, had you a vested interest in Titan's survival, whither would you take him? Why, home to Drake's Fang, a place rich enough in ether to conjure the magics needed to mend his hurts. Or would that not entail an arduous voyage around the southern cape? Let us say that the Royalists did put ashore with a mind to spirit Kupka away from under your very nose. Could that truly have been their plan for him? To load him aboard one of the ships flying Republican colors sighted off the coast near Port Isolde. To spend weeks at sea, being tossed hither and yon by unforgiving waves, his life hanging in the balance. No. The journey would mean Titan's death, and Kupka's faithful creatures would not allow it. So what then was the plan of our Waluda friends? Reports suggest they made not for the coast, but for the desert. And by cutting through the Velcroy, a party traveling light would have Titan back in his bed days before a galley could lurch into port. To wit, it was the Royalists, not the Republicans, who effected Hugo Kupka's safe retreat. I would stake your life on it.
So it means the Royals are looking at Kupka.
So it was the Waluders who spirited the wretch away. Now I think about it, there was something a little strange about the ships I saw. The men seemed almost crestfallen, as if in mourning, as if they believed, or were made to believe, that their master was dead.
You have a keen mind, Lord Rosfield. And you have your answer. To find Kupka, you have merely to follow the Royalist trail across the Velcroy. It may well have gone cold by now, but as they say in the Republic, all roads lead to Drake's Fang.
Allow me to accompany you part of the way. As luck would have it, I had intended to journey Candlewood on business after visiting you here. The Fang would be but a short detour.
I'd be glad of the company. Give me a moment to make ready. I need to tell my friends what we've learned. And where we're going.
Very well, but be quick about it, my boy. Time waits for no man.
Mid's finished outfitting our little workshop, I hear.
Otto, Kupka's at Drake's Fang. I'll be leaving.
You're not going in there alone, are you?
Don't worry. I'm not going there to destroy the Mother Crystal. All I'm after is Kupka's head. I won't risk any more than I have to.
The Lancer and the Fang are all Kupka's purse. You have any trouble on the way, you ask for Rosina Dalamil. Some call her the Desert Hare.
Who is she?
An old associate of Sid's. And only Sid's. We've heard nothing from her since he died. But I'm thinking maybe the new...
Thanks. I'll keep that...
So, what about...
Don't look so worried.
Thank fuck for that.
Gav, Otto, I'm leaving you two in charge.
You can count on.
All right, Uncle.
We shall. Come, let us away to adventure.
Potatoes are best.
I was a young man when last I walked this path. There's an old trading post not far from here. The road to Drake's Fang leads through it.
The trading post it is.
Holy shit, it's all rough.
Our destination lies over that dune, beyond the ruins. Mark 'em well, Clive. It's all too easy to lose one's bearings in the sun. Many years ago, when you were just a boy, you and I rode this way together, accompanying your father on a scouting expedition to Drake's Fang.
He let me come with you.
I'm not surprised you don't remember. It was just before Joshua was born. You were so eager to be there when your brother arrived that you whipped your chocobo too hard on the journey home and fell from the saddle. I shall never forget how Elwyn fussed over you as you sat in the sand, bawling like a babe.
Who do you think those soldiers were in the inn?
So, Lord Cook has only made his move.
Ah, there she is. The good old Dalamil Inn. Do you know, this heat has given me quite a thirst. Quick drink before we press on?
Look, there. Those are Ashen steeds. No doubt about it.
And such a long ride from Stonehair. Our Waluda friends must be soothing their saddle sores in the inn. Shall we join them? Run along and play now, Torgal. Dogs aren't allowed inside.
Good day to you. Eating?
Sorry about my pal. He only talks when his mouth's full. What do you recommend?
Well, if you're after something light, we do a fine chocobo soup with lentils and honey.
2 bowls of that, then. An ale.
Right you are.
Hey, girl!
Coming!
Your pal? Would you rather be my squire?
Wait, what did I hear though?
Your Grace, it is plain you are not yet well enough to travel. If you would only let me take you to someone who can better attend to your ills.
No, we must press on. Prince Dion has returned to his camp and will soon depart for the front. I must speak with him at all costs. Miss this chance and I may never get another. You do understand that?
Yes, Your Grace. You must at least agree to take your medicine. I'll fetch you some water.
Should open it in.
Keep watch, they tell us. But all I see is sand.
I hear they got our guest back to the Fang without any trouble. We'll be leaving soon enough.
Why the Lord Commander dragged us all this way just to save that blockhead skin, I'll never know. Dominant or not, he's a bloody idiot.
That'll be Cooker, then.
Well, let's get this down us. We've a long way to go.
Hey, you!
Uncle?
Sorry.
Can you walk, Your Grace?
What's wrong?
I fear trouble may be brewing downstairs.
You two are travelers, are you not? Me and my companions are strangers here. Perhaps you'd be good enough to accompany us a while. Help us find our way.
Sorry, lads, but we've got business in camp that can't wait.
Ah, I'm sure you could spare us an hour or two. Friend.
I'm afraid we don't have a moment to lose. Stay back, Uncle.
Gladly.
I love this uncle.
It's the outlaw. Take him.
Try it.
Oh, John.
Bravo, my boy! Just like that!
You're finished. Farewell.
Took it. Bloody hell.
For your trouble.
Word of advice, miss. That soup could do with a touch more salt.
Now's our chance. Your Grace?
I'm fine.
Clive? What is it now?
It's nothing. Let's go.
Well, we didn't know where to find Kupka before. We do now.
The royalists said it themselves. Their guest is in the
Ah, they've closed the road, and it's the only way from here to the Fang. It would seem Lord Kupka is not accepting visitors at present.
We have to get through that gate.
Not by force, I trust. We've attracted quite enough unwanted attention already.
By guile, then.
Rosina Dalamil. But how will we find her?
And that she was working. Sid's other collaborators have all been people of means. I'll wager this Rosina Dalamil.
That would certainly help.
And that's exactly...
Light it, for Gilbert's sake, for a bearer.
Anything I can help you with, travelers? Allow me. My good man, we're seeking to expand our business in the region. Well, we're best not. Thank you. Oh, no. Well.
What do you want? Can't you see I'm busy?
I won't keep you long. A woman by the...
Never heard of her.
One more question. If I wanted to find the richest...
Oh, that's easy. The Briar's Kiss. The owner's only a young sprig.
The Briar's Kiss you...
I doubt this young sprig is the person we're looking for. You said Sid's contact was likely to be an influential sort. Influence comes with age and experience. Believe you me.
Drake's Fang anytime soon.
Well, it's not like we've got a reason to. Whatever this emergency is, they've shut down the whole mine for it.
Mummy, I want to play with the crystal. How many times do I have to tell you? It's not a toy.
What? Where?
Hanging lanterns, keep...
Can I help you?
Yeah, a long-standing...
Then you should ask. He's been here for years. Knows the place and its people like the back of his hand. Try the baths. That's good.
Thank you kindly. Well, it sounds like we have our man.
Perhaps. Let's go and find out exactly what this Furter knows. Excuse me.
I am.
I hope so. Do you know Rosina? And she was a close friend of mine.
Very well. Go to the bordello.
Just look at the...
Do you think we can trust him?
Only as far as I think he trusts us.
Fucking men of the wrong.
I need to drink.
Let me treat you.
Regula.
Why is the tavern shut?
Where's the tension?
The most fragrant herbs needed to a silken softness. Like eating a cloud with a crust. Made from the stoutest stoneware. So you're the ones who've been sniffing around.
I beg your pardon.
Don't play the stick your nose.
finished.
Wow. Yes, give me more blue stuff, please. Oh, more Cuba. Very nice.
Who are you working for?
He wanted us to test, though one could hardly call that a test.
Lord Furder?
Look what the cat dragged in.
Your skill with the blade is rare indeed, my lord. A fitting talent for a...
You know who I am, so what now? Call in the Men of the Rock and collect the bounty?
That isn't my decision. Our work is take him to meet his precious Rosina. She...
To the Lock of Leisure, then. To the Lock of Leisure.
Weights and butts!
Fresh bread, warm
The juiciest meat from Green's Bed. Yes,
The finest fabric.
Is this the place?
Ubor's Forge, the Briar's Kiss.
So it was the young sprig after all. So much for Rosina Delamil being a woman of experience. How wrong I was.
It was an easy mistake to make, Uncle. After all, it must have been years since Sid last saw her. Sorry, him. Whoever this Lubor truly is, he's clearly a man of means. I'd say he deserves our respect.
See that he gets it.
What is this going on?
Lubor, Lord Furder told me to bring them to you.
My boys tell me you're in need of assistance. Sid the Second.
I won't waste your time. I need passage through the south gate.
Tell me, what do you think is a merchant's most important commodity? Why, trust. Everyone knows that. Without it, you have nothing. And nothing is exactly what you have. And so, for you, I, too, have nothing. I'm not in the business of helping every lost puppy that wanders in off the street. I'm a busy man, as you can see.
Let's leave this mama to his farce.
By all means. Find someone else to help you on your way. Just be sure to tell them you're not the two travelers from the inn the guards are looking for. Don't want them jumping to conclusions, do we?
Why, you...
So, what do we need to do to earn your trust?
I like this one. Willing to do whatever it takes to get what he wants. Men like you have a special place in my heart. Why, you ask? Because they get me what I want. Always.
Fine. So what do you want?
Don't tell me you're going to listen to this swaggering scruff.
We might as well hear him out. It's only natural that an ally of Sid's would seek assurances of strangers. Assuming he is an ally, of course. 5 years ago, he would have still been a boy.
And yet even then I had more good sense than a man, 5 times my age? But enough of the pleasantries. We were speaking of what I want. I want you to put an end to the trouble in Dalamil. Return to me when you have done so, and you shall have my aid.
Until then, I bid you good day.
What trouble? If you're going to give us orders, be clear about them, damn you!
Manners, Greybeard. One catches more damselflies with honey than with vinegar.
What did you call me?
My apologies. A word of advice in recompense. Follow the crystals. Oh, but that was 3. Oh, I'm making this too easy for you.
Ha! It will be easy. Let us divide up.
I thought we were the only ones causing trouble in Delamil. Excuse me.
You've heard, then?
I've heard rumors.
Damn, pilfering the crystals at us, and it isn't as if...
Do you have...
Depends what for.
Just a question. Delamil seems to be thriving compared to the other villages.
Well, we're a stone's throw from Drake's. The soldiers guarding the Mother Crystal and the shipments. The men on the rock throw their money about like...
Is that so?
Take a sniff, good sir.
Light me and dark. You wouldn't believe how much he gave me. What can I do for you, soldier? Need that sword polishing?
I'm not as...
Ugh, then be off with you. I serve the men of the rock and the men of the rock only.
You have...
Don't be stupid. I just know which side my bread is buttered. Don't want to be stuck under some pauper when they come knocking. With pockets deeper than Zemeckis and an urge to empty them. No, just leave, will you? Before you scare them off.
I think I'm starting to get an idea of what's been going on. I wonder if Uncle Byron's learned anything of use. He'll probably be back at the inn by now.
What was all that crashing and banging about before?
It's you. What do you want?
I'm looking for my...
The gentleman who was with you.
Thank you. I'll go and fetch him.
Let me treat you.
Huh?
Will this suffice as one of the many...
All right, but not money. Care to explain?
Wait, my boy. And I do believe I've snagged us quite... I had no luck, but they took me aside.
So the
a small bet enough about...
But the supply of crystals has dried up of late. Meanwhile, members of Kupka's private guard have been spending... I'll wager those soldiers you've been talking to have been...
I'll wager.
We'll meet with them then, and put an end to the trouble, Lubor.
Ha! That preening... It just goes to show one should never... I arranged to meet with the soldiers in a secluded corner of the Velcroy, far from prying up.
The perfect place for a spot of double dealing.
I trust I can count on your support, if things turn sour.
Of course.
What was all that crashing and banging about before?
I'll take it.
I was beginning to think you weren't coming, my lord. You've brought your contribution?
All the silver and stones I could scrape together at such short notice?
You brought the whole 500 talents.
That was the price we agreed upon, yes? If you've no objections, I'd like to see the crystal.
Of course. Right this way, my lord.
Not bad at all. You weren't lying about the clarity. But what of security? If I were to be stopped on the road, what guarantee have I that it wouldn't be seized as property of the Republic?
Because these crystals are no longer the property of the Republic. You're not buying from us. You're buying from them.
And we have no more jurisdiction here than you, my lord. But we have ships, and will gladly deliver to a port of your choosing, now that our price has been met.
Royalists, eh? What brings you here?
Why, to collect their share of Drake's Fang's blessing, of course. Our nations are allies, and so they are entitled to a portion of the Mother Crystal's bounty. And being such good friends, we elected to increase that portion and share the benefits. And now that these crystals are officially property of the Kingdom of Waloed, we are duty-bound not to interfere, no matter where they might happen to end up next.
Did you get all that? They're in cahoots!
So it would seem.
My lord, what is the meaning of this?
Double-crossing dogs. They're not here to do business. Kill them! Kill them both!
Smack your ears, bro.
Well, that wasn't too bad. How'd you like my performance, huh? I've often played the
Greybeard, you were magnificent. The battle scene was particularly thrilling. Such a shame you didn't have more of an audience, but perhaps that's for the best.
How long have you been watching?
Long enough to witness your uncle's sordid transaction. I hardly expected one so venerable to degrade himself so thoroughly.
This was the trouble you spoke of. The men of... Now it's over.
Indeed it is. The people of Dalamil had scarcely any means of redress against Kupka's men. Until you... Well, we'd better get these crystals back to town. You won't mind waiting with them while I fetch a wagon. It occurs to me that I still don't know your name.
Clive.
So, Sid the Second is a Clive. I suppose it could have been worse. Well, Clive, you held up your end of the bargain, so to tell the truth, you've helped a little there too. Many of the guards have already been redeployed to deal with, and those left behind have been encouraged.
Thank you. And please, you still have the purse I gave to the...
Oh.
And my name is not Greybeard.
No. Thank you very much. Here, wear this. Any friend of mine who sees you with it...
Thank you, Lubo.
And please, feel free to send one of my stolas. Tell them that Rosina Dalamil is back in bed.
Stelan. Tu Isakelis.
I'm trusting you, Sid. Or should I say, Clive. So be sure not to let me down. I have a reputation to uphold. Well then, I wish you a safe journey south.
Thank you.
Not at all. It was my pleasure.
Come on, Uncle. Let's go.
The most fragrant herbs and spices.
Is it true what I'm hearing? I've never even forged a button. Oh, so I'm sorry.
I could give you a hand if you like. I know how busy the Briar's Kiss has been. And that Lubor needs... Trust Lubor to take a simple test and turn it into a riddle. I better get to it.
My carpets have... It would make...
Fresh bread, warm from the oven.
Welcome, sir.
A question. I need to know what makes...
You're a blacksmith or
something.
Fair enough. First and foremost, it's got to hold an edge. Most knives will make it through fat, no problem, but sinew dulls sheep steel, and give me a blade which can slice through anything that crosses my chopping block.
So a knife that stays...
the stoutest stoneware.
You all right? All right.
Hanging lanterns! Silver platters!
Ah, they've opened the gate!
Lubor was true to his word.
Yeah.
We should get going soon.
Ah, I'm not too late.
What is it, Luke?
A question. Where is it that you're back?
To Drake's Fang.
Just as I thought. Then allow me to share a secret. Drake's Fang is currently riddled with... Selmeki and Waloed are allies, and as you've seen, their soldiers work hand in glove. But no nation has ever before allowed a foreign...
Not by choice.
And there's more. A man on the inside of the Fang has failed to report for several days. I fear there may be more trouble. If you're determined to beard the lion's den, then promise me one thing. I've lost one Cid already. If I lose another, people will start to think me careless.
I don't plan on dying.
Well, so long as you have a plan.
You can't even fill my cup.
1,000 gil for a measly bunch of Gazal greens.
I'll be asking for you again.
Lights and buds!
Needed to a silken soft.
Take a sniff, good sir.
Just look at the detail.
Who do I ask? What?
We can
Oh,
make our way back to the Fang then, at least.
Yeah, but
What is it?
So,
Has to be able to put up with some punishment. Can't be dealing with a night.
So, the carving knife should be hard-wearing and hold an edge. Hardly a revelation. Let's hope Sava had better luck than I did.
Silver platters.
Made from the stoutest stoneware.
Fresh bread, warm from the oven.
The finest fabrics!
So, you learn anything?
Only that
All too...
so we know about.
I mean, a merchant